Guys, I'm feeling like a broken record at this point. There is something new to talk about every single day. Dude, it's time for Brawl News. Brawl News! You know, I vaguely remember last year around this time during the December update, or at least the lead up to the December update, being really busy inside of Brawl Stars. The dev team really prioritizes this update during the year. It's a big one. So literally every single day, we've been having some noteworthy things to discuss. And as you guys know, I try to prioritize keeping you guys in the loop when it comes to these types of things, but we will be getting back to normal content on top of Brawl News here as well. Believe it or not, today is my last day of traveling. So next time you see me after this video, I should be back home where it's much more comfortable making different types of videos other than Brawl News and stuff like that. But to start off this video here today, I didn't do an official announcement of the giveaway that I'm doing for the Brawl Pass Plus, as well as the potential for a chromatic code where you guys can get 21 free chromatic brawlers, the brawlers that are changing rarity here in this next update. So this is my official announcement. I'm going to be doing a giveaway over on my Twitter, which that link will be in the description down below. All you gotta do is follow the rules over there. It's gonna be incredibly simple. Like, I think you just have to like the post. Following would be really nice and things along those lines, but I at least wanted to announce it somewhere officially so you guys know where to be directed towards or where that giveaway is being held. So best of luck, everyone, and best of luck entering into a ton of other people's giveaways. That's the best way to do it. Find as many to get into and see if it works out. Moving along here, it seems like the Brawl Stars dev team is really prioritizing new skins here recently inside of Brawl Stars. As you guys know, with one of the most recent Supercell made campaigns that we had here in Brawl Stars, we had a campaign for Colt. The winner of that campaign's skin is actually being released in this next update, which is the Dark Angel Colt skin. You guys might have forgotten about this skin actually being released during Brawl Days, but it has been confirmed that it was going to be scheduled to be released during this Brawl Days update, so not too shabby. But a very first this time around, we're getting more skins from this Colt campaign than just the winner here. So I want to remind you that that Dark Angel Colt skin is actually a free skin for the Brawl Days update, so we're going to be able to rock and roll with that completely free. But I don't know if this is going to be free, but the meme kind of worked out, everyone. Taking a look at a tweet one day ago at the point that I'm recording this video, remember all those cool Mecha Colt skins that were too high end for the Supercell made campaign? We picked the top 5 Mecha concepts and will release the most voted one in the future update. Vote for your favorite in-game. It's pretty dang crazy, dude. We're getting another mecha skin for a brawler that obviously I'm in love with. Colt is one of my favorite brawlers, but kind of by chance. I don't think this was by design. It just kind of worked out. The mecha skins are, in my opinion, some of the coolest skins in the entire game. The most recent one was the Edgar mecha skins, and now we're getting one for Colt, just kind of thrown in there. So once again, that vote is now going on over here in the in-game news tab where you guys can go vote for which skin you enjoy. As I've been trying to do with these votes, I don't show which one I want to vote for. I'm pretty much so okay with any of them winning. Any skin is freaking awesome. But I would be lying if I didn't have my preferences and things along those lines. But I don't want to make it a weighted event or my vote to influence your guys' picks. You know what I mean? But yeah, Mecha Colt skin, man, it's looking phenomenal. I can't wait to see which one ends up winning, and kind of interesting when this skin is going to make it into game, because I don't think it's going to be this next update. Probably going to be one in the future, but either way, really exciting. Bro, live on camera, my final daily gifts reward. Okay. Didn't even mean for this to happen, but we're getting a legendary on the main account. Let's see what ends up going down. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The legendary goes 500 credits. Awesome. And there you have it, the legendary star drop interruption segment. Let's move on. So I've been dying to talk about this here with all of you guys. I'm sure you all are now aware of a significant thing going on right now here inside the Brawl Stars community. I shouldn't say in this Brawl Stars community, but in the Chinese version of Brawl Stars. If you guys didn't know, in a recent podcast on the Time to Explain that the Brawl Stars dev team does from time to time, it was reiterated that the Chinese version of Brawl Stars is now kind of branching off in a really interesting way, where they are kind of taking the decisions into their own hands with different elements in their version of Brawl Stars. The majority of the Chinese version of Brawl Stars is going to be staying the same, so like the solid update, so like the actual updates and the big implementations, they're going to kind of work off of each other, so there's not going to be like this December update being completely different from the Chinese version. But recently, there's been a bit of a branching path for the Chinese version of Brawl Stars when it comes to cosmetics and monetization inside of their game, and the biggest one by far recently here is the Chinese version of Brawl Stars brought back Brawl boxes, dude. Taking a look at this tweet over here, boxes are back in China. Oh my gosh, dude. It appears to be some sort of short video advertising the re-release of the boxes within Brawl Stars, the Chinese version. Pretty dang crazy if you ask me. Taking a look at a post over here on Reddit of a user playing within the Chinese version of Brawl Stars. As you can see, they even have a pop-up where the boxes are back and people are able to utilize it. It's really, really nuts. You guys should let me know what you're thinking about all of this. It's kind of bizarre. I don't know the pathway or what needed to happen for them to come back. It had to have been a decision that the developers for the Chinese version of Brawl Stars weren't aligned with the regular version of Brawl Stars that we have here, that, you know, they ended up bringing it right back. It's kind of a weird look when you remove something for a particular reason, much like trying to get Gamba out of games, but then kind of go back to that. It kind of discredits everything that you wanted to do in the first place, the reasonings behind it, the just reasonings, I should say. So I don't know, maybe they didn't make it clear when they removed boxes from the game for the Chinese version that it was to combat like that Gamba aspect within games, much like Brawl Stars used to have. But it's quite the interesting development. We are seeing the Chinese version of Brawl Stars really, really looking way different now. With such a short amount of time where they started making these unique changes to their game, it is looking massively different now from the version that we know and love. I mean, I was just browsing YouTube the other day and I saw this random video popping up and it showed a skin that is actually in the Chinese version of Brawl Stars. I mean, look at how crazy this skin is, dude. The animations, the effects, Bo has crazy wings. We have this Shelly skin. One thing in particular that I know the Brawl Stars dev team takes at a very high priority is being able to recognize what the brawler is when you're playing them with the skin that is attached to it, right? So you're hopping into a game, you need to know that that brawler is Bo when you're playing with them, where this kind of crosses the line, in my opinion, just a little bit. If they're not shooting, what brawler is that, bro? You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's just really, really interesting the way that the Brawl Stars Chinese version is kind of going here at the minute. And honestly, I've been debating doing this for quite some time. Would you guys be interested in me trying to figure out how to download the Chinese version of Brawl Stars and kind of going throughout the game itself? I don't know if I'd be opening up boxes, right? Because that's like the literal intention that the Brawl Stars dev team for the game that we play is to kind of get away from that Gamba aspect. But it might be cool to kind of just take a look at what the Chinese version of Brawl Stars looks like from a gameplay standpoint, right? Just looking at all the differences. What I'm the most interested in is the crazy skins, bro. Like, some of those are nuts. If some are good, if some make it to the Chinese version of Brawl Stars, the Brawl Stars dev team has confirmed that they very well could be implementing those in our game as well, if they're good for our version. You never know. I don't think that Bo one will end up coming, but you never know. Some Chinese version of Brawl Stars skins might come around sometime in the future. Either way, it's pretty interesting. But with the main segment out of the way, I next just wanted to discuss a few other things before we wrap up this episode here today. And the very first one has to do with the very early announcement of this next Brawl Talk. As you guys remember, in a recent episode of Brawl News, we had said that this next Brawl Talk is coming out on Saturday, December 9th, which at the point that I'm recording this video is only a few days away. And with that, I wanted to make sure you guys are all aware that some big, juicy Easter eggs are right around the corner. Within the next couple days, we should be getting some wild sneak peeks, much like we've been getting these last few days. Much like this, a quintessential sneak peek photo that is, in my opinion, sneak peeking one of the newest brawlers and what family they are going to be implemented into. things along those lines. There's going to be a nice build up until that one day away from the Brawl Talk, and then we get that biggest Easter egg development photo, as well as the Brawl Talk thumbnail and the Brawl Talk countdown, premiere countdown. So all I'm trying to say is make sure to stay tuned. I'll make sure to keep you guys in a loop of anything important when it comes to speculation about this next update, because this is going to be one to remember. I have a good feeling about it. And then finally, a recent post here on the BrawlStar's Twitter page, yet another time code for the CCTV craziness that we've been having going on inside the BrawlStar's community. As you guys know, it's been a long time since I've done an update video on that, and in a recent episode of Brawl News, I had said that we will in time update you guys on the CCTV footage. It's just been incredibly difficult as I've been traveling. It takes a bit of time and research and compiling, and I just don't have the time to do that right now. But I wanted to give you guys a better idea as to when that could come out, and that is when I actually get home. Today is my last day here, so I'm hoping to get probably another update or possibly 2 more before the potential end of the CCTV footage, speculated to be on December 15th, the anniversary of Brawl Stars' global release. But hey, at the time, as you guys can see, you can plug in this code and have a look for yourselves. But that's just about it here in this episode of Brawl News. I wanted to take this opportunity in this episode today to really discuss that Brawl Box is coming back for the Chinese version of Brawl Stars. That was the main headline of this episode here today, and I am really curious as to what you guys are having to say about that. The Chinese version of Brawl Stars, I got a feeling in a bit, right, like maybe a year from now, is going to be like a massively different game, right? Just how it works. But I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how it ends up going down. But until that time comes, we'll be monitoring it quite closely, I would say. But yeah, everyone, I think that's a good stopping point for this episode here today. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you'd slap a like on it, and we'll be talking super soon. Adios, everybody. Take care.